This will be a 30-minute restorative, and just know that as you come into onto your mat or even onto your bed, come in with a space of gratitude for showing up for yourself. That's the theme. I'm always coming back to gratitude in my life, and I think it's a really great practice because it brings awareness to the good in your life. And let's just take a minute. You can be on your back, you can be seated, but take 1 full minute of just closing your eyes. Set your drishti, close your eyes with a long spine. Take a full breath in and a long sigh out. And just put your attention on what you are grateful for in this day for the next minute. Whatever that may arise, notice it, embrace it, come with gratitude. Welcome, Sandra. We're just taking a few seconds just to come into a space of gratitude. You can be seated, you can be on your back. We'll just be here for about 30 more seconds in silence and in gratitude for what you are grateful for in this moment, in this day, maybe even in your whole life. And gently open your eyes. Find yourself in child's pose, supported child's pose. So be with your pillows, either one under your head, forehead, maybe one behind your knees, one under your torso. We'll be here for about 2 minutes, just coming into, again, that space of gratitude for your body. Gratitude speaks in many different ways to each of us. I know in my practice, when I'm on not my traveling mat, but my regular yoga mat, there's a huge space of gratitude. Come into a full breath in and a longer breath out. And sometimes, especially in the start of our practice, there is a space of letting go of what you came with to create and find that space of gratitude. So let every exhale be that release of anything you're holding on to. And let your inhale be the space of what you're grateful for. Allow the tops of your shoulder heads to come back to a flat back in your child's pose in whatever arm fashion you're in. And allow your neck to be long here. Just a few more breaths. And then on your next in-breath, gently press up into tabletop. Walk your hands back under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Create a flat back, and that can be to draw the front of your pelvis towards your spine, towards your belly button, and pull your belly button in. Take your upper arm bones straight back. We'll take 5 cat-cows on a count of 4 in and 4 out. So inhale, cow pose, head up, pelvis up. 3, 4, pause, and then exhale, press the mat away. 2, 3, 4, cat pose. Create your breath here. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Let your vertebrae expand and separate. Two more rounds. Take your upper arm heads back as you come into cow pose, and then drop the upper arm bones forward as you come into cat pose. Come into your last one. Take your gaze up if you're in cow, and then pause, press the mat away. Excuse me, cow pose or cat pose. And then gently come back to tabletop and take your shoulders to your right, your hips to your left, just like a puppy dog swag, I call it. And come back into your tabletop. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Look up at your right hand and thread the needle. Right hand under your torso over to your left side of your mat. So you're taking it all the way under your left arm. You can tent the fingertips of your left hand. You can also take your left hand to your right hip for a half bind. Stay with your breath, full deep breath in and long, slow breath out. There's a shoulder opener here. How many times we flex our shoulders to reach, to pull, to push things through our day. Let your shoulder open here. 3 more breaths. And on your in-breath, unthread your right hand under your torso, reach it up to the sky. Take a gaze up at your right hand and place your right hand under your right shoulder. We'll switch sides. Thread the needle on the left. So inhale your left hand up, look up at it, and then thread your left hand under your torso, under your right arm. So your whole left side of your shoulder, maybe even the left side of your cheek can be on the mat. Half bind or tent your right fingertips on the mat. Let your hips release back to the back edge of your mat. Create a long side body here. 3 more breaths. Last full breath in. Stay for the out. And then inhale to release your left hand underneath your right arm, reach it up to the left side of your room, look up at it, and place it down on the mat under your left shoulder. We'll go right into lizard lunge. So right foot comes forward outside your right hand. Drop your left knee to the mat and lean your whole torso to the front edge of your mat. So you're going to have your right knee stacked over your right ankle and extend your left foot back. So you get a great side body and psoas stretch. And be in choice. If it feels good to stay here, do that. You have choice to take your right foot to 2 o'clock, press your right hand into the middle of your right thigh and look over your right shoulder. To me, this is one of the best stretches at the end of the day from all the sitting and standing, driving, computer work. Stay with your gaze to one spot and just put your attention on the muscle that's connected between your left thigh and your left abdomen, even your left diaphragm, your psoas muscle. Gently take your hands to your mat. Take your right knee, bring it forward to tabletop and switch sides. Left side, lizard lunge. Excuse me. Yeah, Jane's using blocks, which are great tools. She's putting her hands on her blocks. That gives you a lift, brings the foundation up to you. You can also be on your forearms. So your forearms are pressing into your mat. That's a little bit deeper pose. But just be in the listening of what's going to give you a stretch that gives you your edge in your body. And you have choice to stay in straight on lizard or take your left foot to 10 o'clock, roll out to the outer edge of your left foot and place your left hand on your left thigh. Look and as you exhale, look over your left shoulder. And let every exhale be an action of pulling your low belly in and up to create the twist. Three more breaths. Stay connected to your drishti, to that one spot. And whatever comes up, just breathe into that. And then gently come into Sphinx pose. So both legs extend behind you, forearms on the mat, shoulder width. Take your torso forward and energetically pull your palms of your hands, the pads of your fingers, back to the back of your mat. So there's a lift in your palms, like tree frog hands. Stay for 3 breaths here. Press down through the tops of your feet. Last full breath in. And gently press down through your hands, lower all the way to the mat. Stay for a breath here and just embrace your mat. And then press up to tabletop, cross your ankles behind you, roll over your feet, and come into supported, seated forward fold. So you can be seated on a pillow. You can have a couple pillows in front of your torso. I always like to get like different sized pillows. You can, the full-on bed pillow and maybe some couch pillows to really get comfortable so that you can allow gravity, your whole torso, just to lean into your pillow here. We'll be here for about 3 to 4 minutes. And as you embrace your pillow here, consider again the gratitude of being here in your body and all that your body and mind have done today, have been today. Just be with this space here. Allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. Let your neck be long. And gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it and go engage in it, the stronger it grows. So even on those days that are really challenging, that you can come into that space of gratitude for maybe it's one little but huge piece in your day that made a difference. Notice your breath filling the backside of your body. And as you exhale, notice your whole torso just deepening. It could be just a fraction of a millimeter deepening, but it is deepening, breath by breath. I like to walk, and sometimes, in my days, if I don't get a good long walk in, I'll get a mindful walk in. And I always think of Thich Nhat Hanh, his saying is, walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. So it's not so much how much you did, but how purposeful your movement is. And if a thought pops in that takes you out, use your exhale to let it go and just come back to your intentional breath in and clearing breath out. Begin on your next inhale to lift your torso up and come into the reverse pose, which would be fish pose. So if you can take your pillow or a block, sometimes a pillow is nicer and restorative because we'll be here for about 3 minutes. So you have opportunity to just let the pillow be between your shoulder blades. You have options to take your legs long or Supta Baddha with the soles of your feet together. If your head is off the mat, grab a pillow and place it under your head so you have connection and foundation with your head on a pillow or a block or the mat. And just allow your whole side body to be long and your front body from shoulder head to shoulder head be wide. If you have your eyes open, just know that, if they get tired, close them. You can keep your drishti to that one spot with your eyes closed. I have my windows open so you might hear the wind, the sound of the wind, or the sound of birds. And you might have your own sounds in your own homes. And you can put your attention on the sounds just as a reference to this present moment right here. And allow your breath to be full as you inhale. Fill up all the way through past your collarbones. And exhale, empty them. Begin to deepen your breath and gently roll over to your right side to remove your pillows, your blocks. We'll come into supported supine twist on the right. If it feels better to start with your left side, please do that. You can place the pillow on the bottom knee and then a pillow between your knees, and maybe a pillow even behind your back, just as support. We'll be here on each side for about a minute, so it won't be a long, but it'll be very intentional. This is a meditation from Melody Beatty on gratitude. Sometimes in life, things happen too fast. We barely solve one problem when 2 new problems surface. We're feeling great in the morning, but we're submerged in misery by nightfall. Every day we face interruptions, delays, changes, and challenges. We face personality conflicts and disappointments. And often when we're feeling overwhelmed, we can't see the lesson in these experiences. Gently switch sides, knees to your left or the opposite side, your other left. One simple concept can get us through the most stressful of times. It's called gratitude. We learn to say, thank you for these problems and feelings. Thank you for the way things are. I don't like this experience, but thank you anyway. Force gratitude until it becomes habitual. Gratitude helps us stop trying to control the outcomes. It is the key that unlocks positive energy in our life. It's the alchemy that turns problems into blessings and the unexpected into gifts. Today, I will be grateful. I will start the process of turning today's pain into tomorrow's joy. Gently come into Shavasana and know that you have choice for your Shavasana. You can take supported legs up the wall or legs on the couch with your shins laying on the couch or the top of the mattress, or full-on Shavasana with your legs extended on the mat. Listen to what your body needs and find yourself cultivating your space. And I'll leave you in quiet and bring you back at the end of Shavasana. Just come into an easy breath in and out. Begin to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and your toes. You can take your head left to right. If your legs are up the wall, gently bring your feet onto the earth and roll to your right side. And come up to a seated position with your spine long. Inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling. Get long in your side body. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll close our practice with one Om. Take a full breath in. Om. Draw your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. It's an honor to teach you and guide you. I see you and I see each of yours light, and I deeply respect you. Together we say Namaste.